No way. I mean, what? How do you even climb that? Like, seriously. But what goes through his mind when he's up there and it's like, oh yeah, wait, there's no rope that's holding me. Right, imagine how nervous these people must have been. Oh, look how fucking high that is. What? Today we're gonna be watching a video from the New York Times. That's a new one. And it's called What If He Falls? The Terrifying Reality Behind Filming Free Solo. Now, I wouldn't really say that I'm an avid rock climber, but I must admit, when I've gone to rock climbing gyms, and I have done rock climbing, which has probably been a total of 10 times in my life, it has been a fucking blast. I'm not gonna lie, I might get into climbing a bit more because it's really fun to do. The only thing is, it's expensive as shit though. Like if you want, you know, a good setup, obviously. But yeah, now I've gone completely off topic. We're gonna be watching this. Is it a documentary? No, I think it's about the documentary that they made about him. Yeah, this is the behind the scenes of it. So we're gonna see what this is about and how it went filming during this documentary. So yeah, if you do enjoy this video, be sure to press that thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here and you want to check out more videos from me in the future. Yeah, let's just go and get into this video because I'm actually intrigued to see what this video is about. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Opdoc. What if he falls? That's a good question. Think you die? Holy shit, that's higher. What?
Alex Honnold is the foremost free soloist in the world. He has free soloed routes that no one else can.
He don't have any ropes
free
on him,
solo
bruh.
means to climb without ropes or safety equipment. One false move, one slip, and it's over.
Mate, are you joking?
The risk in free soloing is always to fall off and fall to your death. I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
My directing partner and husband, Jimmy Chin, is a
What?
professional climber, and we were interested in making a feature-length documentary about his friend Alex.
What the f? That is
When Chai and I first
so
talked
high
about
up.
making a film about him, we were talking about a character study, a general portrait of Alex, why he was extraordinary.
But we realized Alex was dreaming of doing something much bigger, much more dangerous.
The only thing that would justify making a movie with me is doing something that I'm like truly proud of. To me, the big dream has always been free soloing El
No
Cap.
way.
That is the culmination of anything I can imagine.
Now, how the fuck do you climb up that? See, when I've been rock climbing, I mean, I'm not gonna take me as a fucking comparison here, but I'm just saying, I've climbed up walls that were like 20, 25 meters high. I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm up there, the legs start shaking and shit. You start like, oh my fuck, when you look down, you know what I mean? You just realise, this rope better fucking hold me or I'm dead. But what goes through his mind when he's up there and it's like, oh yeah, wait, there's no rope that's holding me. wait a minute. He must like neglect it or something, because I feel like if you're all the way up there, I don't even fucking know how tall that is. That looks to be like at least, let's say a tree there on the screen is probably 15 meters. Hang on a minute, I'm doing my science shit here. Zoom it out a bit because it's further away. There, 1, 2, so around 9 trees.
El Cap is monumental, 3,000 feet of sheer granite. Free soloing
3,000!
is one of the greatest accomplishments in the history of climbing. But is it ethical to film someone as he risks his life?
I just have to Google that. Hang on. Real quick. 3,000 feet in meters. 900 meters. Okay.
When I found out Alex was thinking about free soloing El Cap, Chai and I needed to step back and take some time to really think if this was something we wanted to take on.
Flippin' heck. What an absolute nutter of a human being.
Every journalist and documentary
To even
filmmaker goes into
think about that, bro.
situations without knowing what happens next. This is the truth of nonfiction.
What?
You can be
How is he?
mindful not to put the needs of a film before those of your subject, but how much precaution is enough?
We had this ethical
How the
question.
f
Is he
is he
more likely to
climbing
fall
that?
when we were there because we can be a distraction than if he's by himself?
I'm aware that a camera
Nah.
changes the dynamic in
Oh,
some
that
small
is-
way. And when the margins of success and failure are very, very thin, you just don't know what it's going to be that might tip the scale.
Yeah, buddy.
That is not right.
Hey, guys. Crest of the mountain.
Bro, what? Oh my
That was perfect.
god.
I was like, I was pretty sick.
Mikey looks traumatized, dude.
This guy is something else.
Are you okay?
You know, it's a little stressful. I won't lie.
I mean, what? How do you even climb that? Like, seriously. It looks like a spider.
Alex was going to do the climb with or without us. That to be able to live with ourselves filming it, we needed to set certain guidelines. First, Alex's safety was always going to be the priority.
Dude,
And second,
what? How
we
is that
needed to
possible?
protect the integrity of his experience.
Yeah, it's like you can't really, like, if you're filming
To
him
be
and
able to
shit,
move forward.
you shouldn't really disturb the guy, should you? I mean, he needs to concentrate. So I guess that does make sense. Don't try and, you know, fuck around or like. Imagine he's like 800 meters up or something. He's almost there, and they're like, "Hey, look this way. Let's get a good shot, mate." I mean, one like slip of a foot, like it's more slippery there than you thought. One cramp in your fucking foot or in your, you know, both of your feet, cramp in your arm, cramp in your hands, like you're dead. To give that much trust in your body and just like your capability of climbing, like this guy, man, fair play. I mean, he needs to have some type of mental strength that you can't even comprehend, bro. And physical strength. I mean, how the fuck is he gripping that right now? What type of alien is this?
Makeup of the crew was critical. They had to be elite professional climbers who understood what Alex was doing. Their interactions with Alex had to be carefully managed, and they
Look at
had
that
to
wall.
remain
I mean-
completely neutral about Alex's decision to make or not make the attempt to free solo El Cap.
Right,
Even though we
imagine
thought through every
falling
scenario
there.
carefully, it was still difficult to film Alex.
Do you ever get nervous before like rapping?
Do I ever get nervous?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I get nervous every time I step to the edge. You want to be nervous. If you stop being nervous at all, you'll
Yeah.
blow. See you on the other side.
The people we chose for the crew had to be not only great at shooting, but also very strong climbers and able to work under incredibly stressful situations
Oh, look
and
how
not make any
fucking
mistakes.
high that is. What?
It also helped that the crew was made up of
That's
Alex's
just
friends. That added a
insane.
layer of comfort, camaraderie, and trust.
Yeah, that's good.
But I also understand the reality of when something unexpected happens that's outside of your control. And then it doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how talented you are.
Yeah, that's true.
I put my foot on this, what looked like part of the wall, and a piece about the size of a small backpack launch. And Jim is below me, Dave is below me.
That flew like right here. And then another one went like right here.
No way. Holy shit, is it right? Yeah,
Part
that's
of being
right.
a professional climber is
Hate it.
identifying and acknowledging the risks, assessing them, minimizing them, and then moving on.
So, yeah.
How does that, like,
Got real down there.
Why are we up here again?
We're
typical?
up here because practice makes perfect. And I am far from perfect.
Essentially, over the course of 2 years, in the process of
At least he's
Alex
humble.
training to free solo El Cap,
Kind of true,
our
though.
process was to film him on the route.
You're never
and
perfect.
Refine our choreography for the big day.
One thing we knew was that in certain instances, we needed to give him more space.
A good example was the boulder problem, the hardest part of the climb. Alex's issue is not that he could possibly die, it was that he didn't want to die in front of his friends.
Oh my god.
So ultimately, we decided to film that section remotely to minimize our presence.
So, if he went there alone without his friends being there, he would have just happily died. But I get what
very
you mean.
technical filming the climbing. It was dangerous. It was extreme. And at the same time, we had to capture Alex's most intimate moments and try to get to know this person who was very, very uncomfortable with intimacy as he's preparing for the most difficult thing he's ever done in his life. So you're kind of tinkering in his head, and is that even a good idea? When the guys were still coming down from the wall, you know, Claire Popkin and I would be on the ground and start this, you know, second wave of Alex filming, where he had to explore ideas that were very, very personal.
The most challenging thing about all the verite filmmaking was that a lot of it we spend 6 or 8 hours on the wall doing very physically toiling work, and then I get down and then there's another camera with a different crew that's all fresh and ready to hang out for the whole evening, and I'm like, I'm so pooped, I just want to lay down. But those are kind of the key moments in which to film, and you know, I get that, but it's still, you know, hard sometimes. More pressing questions? Of any kind?
Yeah, I'd get sick of that as well.
We followed him for 2 years as he practiced and weighed whether to attempt the solo climb.
2 years
It's
of
early
preparation.
June 2017.
Yeah, no, that
I
is
can
dedication.
tell that Alex is kind of peaking in terms of his training and everything he's doing. We had everybody dialing in our plans. We knew exactly where everybody needed to be, what their shots were. But I refuse, as a personal line that I'm not willing to cross, to ask Alex when he thinks he's going to do it. The directive was to stay out of
Just
his
with the
sight
fingers, man.
unless you were filming with him.
The type of fucking
Our goal
strength you
was
need, man.
to reduce any sort of external pressure and really focus on giving him the purest experience that he could have.
This work.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. You crushed it.
Oh.
Jeez.
Hold on, mate, like, oh
On
my.
June 3rd,
How do you
2017,
even-
he decided he was ready to do it.
Well, he's definitely not going back down. He's coming up for sure. He's only going one way.
Right,
I'm
imagine
running through all the different scenarios.
how nervous these people must
You know,
be.
if you fell, like, what it would sound like, what I would say to people after it, what, I don't know, like, what the footage would be like, you know? And I'm just like, in my mind, I almost couldn't control it.
Bro, oh my days. Like, imagine sitting there, just recording him while he's doing this shit, and you just know any mistake, anything, it's the split second, and you can just see him start falling. That must have been stressful as fuck for these people filming it. But I mean, think of, you know, what's going through his head. I mean, it's his life on the line. This feels like it shouldn't even be humanly possible. You have to climb 900 meters of a steep ass fucking rock face without doing a single mistake. This dude is not, he's not human, man. like when you deep it, how is this even possible? I don't understand.
For almost 4 hours, we were on the edge of our seats, watching Alex make his way up El Cap, achieving something no human had ever done before.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh my God. I'm so glad this is over.
Yeah, he did it.
Jimmy, how do you feel?
Like a gigantic weight off of my shoulders, dude.
A lot of stress for everybody.
4 hours in total. I'll just straight up climbing. I mean, fair fucking play. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm just thinking about it. Like, imagine being up 900 meters and there's just nothing to save you if you fall. Like, if you fall now, you're just gonna start free falling straight down to the ground and just, you know, it's just insane. But it would have been pretty cool if he had like a mic on him or something where he could maybe like point out what he's trying to do. Because I really do doubt that he was looking down at any point during that shit. Because as soon as you get a tiny bit of doubt in your mind, that's when you fuck up. I've even done that multiple times when I've been climbing. That's what's kind of, you know, annoying about fear. I mean, fear is like an instinct to save your life. That's why we have fear. Is because you don't want to die. And your brain knows you don't want to die. So it makes bullshit up. It makes you think about this might happen, which is good, but it still limits you in a lot of ways. Like when you're up there with the rope or whatever, you know the rope's gonna catch you. They've done this thousands of times. That rope's gonna hold you, but you've got the fear of this might go wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna stop babbling on about that. I'm probably gonna have to watch a bit more about his climbing and what he's up to, because this video is 5 years old, so he's probably done some more recent stuff, or maybe climbed like something 5,000 feet up. It's brutal here. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like it and also subscribe. That will be it for me. As always, stay safe, and I will hopefully see you in my next up and coming video coming out soon.